Hello, sports fans. It's your boy, Captain Let's Dance, back. Quick update here for March 1st. We just saw official images of the three new helmets. We have, of course, Phase 2 Captain Rex, Phase 1 Captain Cody, and a Leia Boushh helmet. Uh, all releasing on March 1st, all for $70. So, looking at the images, one wonders why it's a Phase 2 Rex and a Phase 1 Cody. They're encouraging you to buy both of these together. Why aren't they both Phase 2, both Phase 1? I don't know, Lego. So some of you may have noticed the commercial that was released to promote these two helmets. What's interesting about that is they are not hiding the invitation for adult audiences with Lego, and they're trying to bring that in with the Clone Wars specifically, which I find really interesting. They're not with the diorama sets that we had of the original trilogy, and now they're focusing on Clone Wars, bringing those people who were younger watching the Clone Wars and are now adults getting back into Lego through the lens of the Clone Wars, which is presumably something that they watched and enjoyed as children and now have grown up and still watch and enjoy it, of course. So, really not hiding the fact that they are trying to tap into that market, and it's not just for kids. We have this really silly commercial with Rex and Cody assembling their own helmets at a party with some little Star Wars Easter eggs, like the Order 66 receipt for the pizza, and there's little things like that. And I thought it was funny, of course. It's silly, it's stupid, but whatever gets people into Star Wars and gets into building Legos, I think is cool. So even if it's, just kind of dopey. So on to the helmets. Rex, set number 75349, retails at $70. Looks pretty good. I don't really have any complaints for it. The helmet builds are always a little derpy to me for whatever reason. It seems really hard for them to get the contours right, especially on a really complicated clone helmet like that Phase 2 helmet. But overall, I think it looks just fine. The Phase 1 Cody, on the other hand, just looks okay. It's kind of a 6 out of 10 for me. I don't like how the visor piece that should extend down all the way to like his chin doesn't really extend far enough. You'll notice based on the images we've seen that it's just kind of smushed. A lot of these helmet models have this kind of smushed look where it's all condensed in the center and doesn't really expand out the way it should. So I don't know about that. I do like the Phase 1 helmets. I don't think they get enough love, but one thing that's really cool about them is that kind of X shape of the visor rather than like a T Mandalorian shape. So I've always kind of liked that about the Phase 1, is that it's just a little more dynamic, a little more kind of fierce looking. The surprise one for us, of course, is the Leia Boushh helmet. Shout out to any Shadows of the Empire fans that explain how Leia got that helmet and what went into that, and makes up fleshes out that scene in Return of the Jedi a little more. So if you have not read that, that's the old expanded universe. Highly, highly recommended. Go read Shadows of the Empire. Super good. But really, really great looking helmet. Really faithful. They have on the plaque, it says Princess Leia, in parentheses, Boushh. It looks great. I've always thought that helmet looked awesome and has a cool visor, and that green translucent part above the visor looks cool. It always reminded me of the Breen from Star Trek. Very shockingly similar looking helmets. But yeah, it's a cool helmet. I think it would look good in a collection, and that's really what they're going for here with the helmets, is gotta catch them all, is what they're going for. And that's abundantly clear of how many of these can we push out really fast that are probably really easy to design for the designers. It doesn't have to come with minifigs. They don't need to worry about custom molding for that kind of stuff. So it's obviously a win for Lego, and the displayability of them is, again, bringing in more adults. Of this is not a toy, this is not something with play features, it's something you are going to display in your home with all of your other helmets. Personally, just one guy's opinion, I don't love the helmets at all. I don't love the idea of them. I don't plan on buying anyone. Sorry, folks. If you're super stoked on getting them, that's great. That's awesome. You do you. For me, for my money, I don't love any of the helmets really enough to go buy them. They always look kind of derpy to me. The the roundedness or the lack thereof just always, it's kind of like this interpretation of a helmet rather than a actual kind of one to one of the helmet. Unlike your ships, your minifigs, this just doesn't work for me. Maybe they'll get better. I don't know. The Boushh looks awesome. If they all looked as faithful and as close with the contours the way that the Boushh does, then I might be telling a different story. But so far, the Vader, the Stormtrooper, even these new ones just never really sing to me. The Mandalorian one is really just so plain. There's not a whole lot going on in the face, anyways. It's just a silver blob. Again, if you like it, that's awesome. That's super cool. You do you. Tell me what you folks think. Let me know in the comments. Are you excited for these? March 1st, are you going to go buy them? Which one are you really into? Which ones do you feel the way I do about like you could take it or leave it for this wave? So a lot of cool things coming for Star Wars. We're still waiting to see one more set for 2023. So fingers crossed for Rex's Y-Wing. I will be so happy if that happens. I love the Clone Wars era Y-Wing. I think it looks so cool. Love Captain Rex. Really cross my fingers for that one, and it's not something silly. So anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments. If you're new here, check out my other videos. Like and subscribe. You know the drill. Smash that bell. Okay. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.